Yeah, I'll do an auto cut on it.
Hi, Cindy.
Hi, Lorianne.
Okay.
All right, so today we're going to be crafting these little hard candy holders. I am a newbie to crafting. It's not something that I'm comfortable with, so you'll notice me looking over at Lorianne to copy whatever she's doing because I can't come up with my own ideas yet.
Crafting's for everybody. Everybody comes here and says, oh, I'm not a crafter, I'm not good at crafting. But by the end of the time that they're here, usually they'll be like, oh, I have 10 ideas and this and this and this. So I think we just have to find your inner crafter, Cindy.
Right, so that's what we're going to be doing for this year, 2024. We're going to be documenting my crafting journey, and this is day one, hour one. You're going to see me begin right from the beginning. How do I hold this paint? Am I using a marker? I don't know what to do next. I think I glued my hand to the table. You'll be here for it all. But the idea is, at the end of it all, I'm going to have crafted a little happiness into my life.
Oh, that's
Aww.
sweet. Okay, so I like to use gloves because I have something with my hands. Like it makes me nuts when paint or glue or anything touches my hands. I get a little cuckoo. So I like to wear gloves. You don't have to wear gloves. The things that we're using today, of course, are, not dangerous. They're watercolor paint and things like that. So when I paint, I like to use this tack paper. I just find it holds the image, or it holds your item a little bit better. And then when you paint, you don't get paint on the back, right? Because I'm not always such a careful painter, I guess.
So what is this tack paper? Like, where would I find this?
Oh, well, we have it here in our shop, and you can buy it. Or craft stores like Michael's or whatever would have it as well. But I buy it by the roll because I use it lots. And I use it for, it's for vinyl, right?
So it's sticky side up?
Sticky side up.
Okay.
Yes, that's all.
I just used
So
it
yeah,
like a lint roller.
this is a light tack paper that I use for vinyl. So after you're done weeding your vinyl and you want to put it on a cup or a mug or a vase or whatever, then you can just, you know how tack paper works. So anyway, we're going to put our...
Oh, for the newbies, no, we don't.
When we do our Cricut class, we'll show Cindy how tack paper works. Okay, so I've cut out this little heart from my lovely lasers. And we're just going to stick it right on here and we're going to press it down. That's all we have to do. So make sure that the engraved side is up, right? Because we want to color or paint on this side of the heart. And then when we're done painting it, we're going to take a nice little chocolate bar and we're going to put it here, and we're going to put a nice ribbon around it so that it's a perfect little gift. And I've also cut out some nice little hearts and some extra little hearts so we can really zhuzh up our heart here. Okay, so we're going to start, and we have a couple of different options here. So in my shop, when you come to craft, I have these lovely, I have many. I have lovely, they are called markers. They're not called markers. They're called paint markers. And they just give you a little bit more control if you are doing more finite or smaller detailed art with them. And I have many of them. I'll show you my nice little bag of markers. So I have quite a few colors of them. And so when you come to do crafting, you are welcome to use these lovely paint markers, which I find when I did Christmas decorations, they were quite helpful for when you're doing the little eyeballs or little buttonholes or, things like that, or with snowmen, their tiny little eyes. So they are really great. Now, for a bigger project like this, or for the bigger heart, we're going to use some paint. We're going to use some awesome paint. Now, I get my paint, brushes, and supplies at the dollar store with More in Humboldt. They are working with us to just help us in our crafting journey, and I think it's great. So if you're not here using our supplies to do your crafting, go to the dollar store with More. They actually have a whole nother They had one side of just crafting things of a whole aisle, and now they have both sides. So he's brought in a lot more crafting supplies, and so I'm going to work with him to utilize some of those awesome new supplies here in our shop so we can all do some crafting. Some basic level crafting or some introductory level crafting like this to maybe some more advanced crafting. We've had some call for resin work and for how to use your Cricut classes. So you can see behind me there, I have my little Cricut makers where it all started. So yeah, we're gonna do classes and we're gonna do lots of interesting crafts. So for today, we're going to use this here acrylic paint. So, and again, $1 to worth more, and you can get all sorts of different colors. Now I know Cindy's grabbed red, but I would like my heart to be pink, I think, Cindy. Or maybe I'll make it for my sister-in-law. Oh, bubblegum, that's a nice color. Oh yeah, it's Tutti Frutti, it says, Tutti Frutti. So this is a Tutti Frutti color. Yeah, sure, I'll use this one. And I also have paintbrushes over in that. We have a whole bunch of little crafty cards, and they're great. They're in maybe they're in that one, or maybe they're in this one. No, they're in this one. So we have a ton of different paintbrushes here, which again are from the dollar store worth more. So he is really awesome at bringing in things. So do you want me to pick your paintbrush for you, Cindy?
Yes, please do.
I'm going to pick this one for you so I can use the same one because there are two in the pack. So now before I start with the paintbrush, I'm just going to, because sometimes they're stiff at the end, right? So you just got to bang them on the table a little bit. So, or yeah, just do the flippity flip. So yeah, very good. Now, when you use acrylic paint, you have to shake it. So pick your color and shake it. Cindy and I are like really opposite people.
Yeah, look at us right now. You're lefty, I'm a righty. We're yin and yang.
We are yin and yang. Oh, sorry. Oopsie. Okay, so now for painting, I'm just going to put, either you can put a little dot on your tack paper, but I'm going to put it right on my heart. So I'm going to put a couple little dots like this. So you can see I have just a couple little squirty dots, and I'm just going to paint this lovely. So just spread the paint out evenly on your craft, on your little heart. Now, what I have found, paint is like salt. So just like when you're cooking a recipe, don't add all the salt. You can always add more salt, but you can never subtract, right? And then it's terrible. So you can see here, I've added too much salt. And so inside here, I'm not sure if you can see, but I got a little gobby of paint in there. And my friend Jody is an expert painter. I am not. So I'm going to just try and smush that all around and get less paint everywhere. How you doing there, buddy? Oh yeah?
I'm doing all right, I think.
Good. Do you know any jokes?
I don't, sorry.
I've got one. Do you want to hear it?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you don't, but I'm going to tell it to you anyway. Okay, what is a pirate's favorite letter?
R.
Nope, it's the C.
You got me.
It's fantastic. Oh my God, this is turning out quite lovely here. Jody would be proud of my painting prowess in this.
I'm rather pleased with mine. I've told my inner critic to just take a break.
See, that's just
while
the
I get
thing.
lost in the process of this.
I didn't stick mine very well. When you are doing painting or when you're doing crafting, I think that's why lots of people say, I can't craft, because they think it has to be perfect. And I know for me too, because I'm kind of a control freak and lots of things, I find too that if things aren't perfect, I don't want to try again. I don't want to do it again. It's too difficult to make it just how I want. But I just think that, sometimes you miss a little bit of paint or you do whatever when you're on your own crafting journey, not when you're making it for folk, but when you're doing your own stuff. And when you give it as a gift to somebody, they think that it's fantastic, because the one thing you can give people is your time. And I think that you put the time in it and you've done a pretty good job usually. And in the end, it doesn't really matter. It's about just doing something fun that maybe isn't perfect, that isn't something that you're going to buy from a store, because it's not supposed to be. It's not supposed to be perfectly painted and perfectly stenciled and perfectly whatever. It's supposed to be perfectly you. And I think that is why so many people have difficulty crafting, because they want it to be perfect, like it was purchased in a store or made on an assembly line. But that's not the thing, right? When you make your sign, when you make your little craft, when you make your Christmas ornament, and there's maybe a little more glitter on one side than the other, that is just something that you're gonna love forever. Except unless you're Cindy and who will fix the glitter. But you know, and I probably will too. But I mean, it's just, it's not supposed to be perfect, and I think we're just often too hard on ourselves, right?
All right, next.
Okay, sorry, carry on. Can I have a wipey, please?
Yes.
And baby wipies are
Wipey's
something
fine.
that's fantastically in use in our shop. So I'm just gonna set this paint brush.
I need to clean my
To the side.
paintbrush off.
Okay, I'm going to just clean inside my heart, because my friend Jody would be so proud that I have not put paint inside it. Yeah, that's much better. Sorry. Okay, usually I don't grab another brush, but I forgot to get my cute little paintbrush cleaner out, which I'm gonna show you, by the way, because how adorable is this? Look, it's got a little tank on it. Oh, how's it? I have to be smarter than there we go. So look at that. It's got like a little thingy on, so you fill it with water, and then you just push and it lets all the water inside and cleans your paintbrush. How cute is that? So yeah, totally gonna use that next class. Okay, now,
How do you clean inside? Like, so how did you do that? How did you clean the paint inside?
I just took I threaded it right inside of there.
Okay. And then you just sort of floss
Yeah,
it.
and I flossed it.
Okay,
There you go.
thank you.
See, now I painted my finger. So, yeah. Now, for the brown, I think we're going to use paint, Cindy. I'm just going to put these here markers away, but they're fantastic, and they give fantastic results. Okay, so let's get, for the arrow, let's try silver, I think. What do you think? Silver?
Where?
Just in the very back there.
That's your silver? Yeah. Isn't that the same as this?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, okay, good.
I wonder, should we paint through our heart?
Well, I was wondering, I noticed that
Oh.
you didn't, and so I stopped on my arrow.
Okay, no, let's paint the whole thing. We're gonna paint the whole thing. Then we can do some other things. So I'm gonna put a little dot of my pink again on my arrow. See, and that's just the thing with crafting. It's just, that's how it's supposed to be now, right? You know, when you sing a wrong note and you're in choir or whatever, or that's not how the play was supposed to be or whatever, nobody knows. Everybody's just wildly entertained. So it's the same with crafting. Make it your own. I put too much paint, Jody. Sorry. I need another wipe. I'm a terrible painter. I'm good at many things, but I'm not a patient painter. And I think with paint, you have to be. And I mean, I want things done too quickly. And so, yeah, I've taken it off my little thing even. There we go. Beautiful. Beauty.
Yeah,
See, I
I'm
think
pleased
that's
with
really
mine.
nice. Okay. Well, that's good, because
No,
I
that
know
is
you're
good.
kind of,
Hypercritical.
yeah, of yourself, which you shouldn't be. Okay, now, we are going to take inside the green bucket down there. We have a
Yes.
little bottle of Mod Podge. No, it's got the orange label on there. Yeah. Perfect. So this one is gloss, Mod Podge, but again, shake it. But it doesn't really matter. What we're going to do is you can see here on my nice heart, I have an arrowhead that I've engraved in, and then some nice little feathery things. So we're gonna put some Mod Podge on there because we've decided to paint it all one color, and we're gonna put some awesome sauce glitter on it. So I'm just going to go get a piece of paper, which will make for our glitter.
So if we're putting glitter on it, what was the point of painting it then?
Because we want the glitter to shine through the paint, right? We
Okay.
don't want to paint right up to where we're going to glitter because it's not going to be perfect. It'll be close, but it won't be perfect. So let's take it off our sticky pad,
Okay.
and we're going to put it on our piece of paper.
Okay.
Because when we shake our glitter on here, we're going to use more than what we need. And so I want to save the glitter. So we want to save as much as possible, I guess. So I had a little bit of a brain fart there. Okay, now I'm thinking maybe a nice pink glitter for mine. Bless
Pardon
you.
me?
Now I have
Yes, that'll do.
that red.
I like
or
this.
I have deep raspberry.
No, I like whatever this amazing is.
Okay. I also like have a ton of different glitters. Oh, maybe I should do sugar cube. No, I think pink. I'll do pink for mine. Okay, so and handy dandy toothpicks. Oh, that was the snow just falling off the roof.
That was unsettling.
They should be in a little container. Like a little toothpick shaker cup. Perfect. Okay, so Mod Podge. Just gonna put a little, oh, actually not on your, sorry. Let's crop that out. Oh my God. I need a little cup. I need a little cup. Okay, so I have a little cup for your Mod Podge. We could probably share the same cup. Okay. And again, just at the dollar store with more in Humboldt because they're kind of fantastic there. Now you can use a brush for your Mod Podge because it's nice and I like to use Mod Podge better than glue because I find it's a little bit thinner. Or you could thin out your white glue. I have glue here. This is just woodworking glue that I also got from the dollar store with more. You can just thin that out with water a little bit. But I like the Mod Podge because it lets you be a little more precise than glue. And it's not as globby. So just take and stick your toothpick right in there. And I'm just going to draw the little feathers here. You can see the little feather ends on. So you kind of have to put it on here. And I'll show you once I'm done here. But, and you might have a little fine toothbrush. I know I have one with like 4 bristles, which is fantastic for some art projects. And my mom used to paint a lot of ceramics. So she had a ton of brushes too, which I thought were awesome. But you know, sometimes you just need that little wisp and things like that. So for this, it doesn't have to be so precise because you're probably making 30 of them for your kids' class, or your kids are making 30 of them for their class, or however many kids are in their class. But I think that this Mod Podge and a little bit of glitter will be nice because we're making one. And you may want to just paint them or color them, or, you know, you can use Sharpie markers on this wood and it looks pretty nice too, or crayons, anything. When the kids were here for Christmas, I gave them, when they saw Santa, I gave them all a cutout ornament, and lots of kids texted back or sent pictures back. They had colored them, they had hung them on their tree, they thought they were pretty awesome. So yeah, you don't have to use paint or whatever, use what you have in your house. Use crayons, use stain, use, you know, whatever, paint left from some other project that you've done. Crafting doesn't have to be expensive. I mean, it oftentimes is, because all of a sudden you have 2 things and then 10 things and then you have a craft board. So Once I'm done my little Mod Podge there, you can kind of see, I'm going to take my glitter. Oh, this one isn't even open yet.
And I just shake it on.
Just shake it on.
Tap, tap.
I'm going to use a different one that is open.
I don't think this one's open either. Oh no, it's
My little nut. So you can just shake it from the thing, from the bottle.
no. I don't think I can.
Sure you can.
I'm pretty sure I'll pour it. I'll just
No, but you can pour it because we're going to pour it back, right? It's okay. Oh, here, finally got it. So I'm going to pile it on quite a bit, like so. I'm not sure if you can see that, but I have quite a little pile on there. See?
let me do it the way I do it. I saw you. You were about to pour mine on.
I was
weren't you?
going to pour yours on.
But Lori's going to respect my creative journey. Oh, I just poured it on.
This is going to be such a fun year.
Yes.
Perfect. Okay. So now that you've poured it on, all you do is gently just tap it off. And now you can see I have two little nice glitter arrows there. Yeah, just don't be afraid. Just like this.
Well, I wanted to catch some of the glue at the end there.
Okay. And if it didn't quite glitter what you were hoping, or you want to glitter more, once it's dry, just put another little dot or two of Mod Podge on and do the next part. So now we're going to do the front arrowhead. So we're going to take our toothpick again and do our little arrowhead, which is adorable.
I do love this design. It's super easy and it's super fun. So it's like something that kids would love doing, but even as a grown adult, I'm enjoying this. This feels like the perfect craft for me to get my feet wet in, so to speak.
Awesome.
Yeah.
No, that's really good. I'm glad.
Like I'm just coming in the shallow end, wading in slowly.
Well, we all do though. So once you have your Mod Podge on there, again, you can be very generous with your glitter. If you want to use glitter, you don't have to. But now you can see I have a nice arrowhead there. So when I'm all done, I'll take this glitter and just put it back into the glitter box.
Oh my gosh, I'm loving it.
Let me see. Fantastic.
I made this.
Now,
I'm not done yet.
Now, for something different, I'm just going to take the other part of this design and I'm going to choose a different color of glitter to go inside of there. Just to make it, I'm going to use Cindy's colors so I don't have to get another piece of paper. Would you glitter that for me, please, Cindy?
Can I just dump some of mine onto yours? Can we do that?
No.
Okay.
I just dump that from there.
Sorry, I'm trying to be conservative.
Oh no, that's okay. Perfect. And just take it off. So now you can see I have a little part of my arrowhead and then a little glitter there, which is awesome. Okay, we're going to let this dry. And now, because you can see, the chocolate bar will go there, right? Let's try a Kit Kat first, because it's red. Now, we have all these additional little hearts that we can stick, all over the place, because why not? Let's make it a little cuter because we're doing one. So, we're gonna set this over to dry, and we're going to grab our nice little sticky tack paper, and we're going to grab a few random size hearts. So in your box there, you have a few random size hearts. And should we glitter these?
No, I think I'm going to paint mine.
Okay. Paint it is. Okay, so then grab your handy dandy brush. And I'm going to put a little paint on my sticky paper because these are so tiny that I like to dip my paintbrush in the paint and then paint on the sticky paper a little bit so not so much paint gets on my...
I was going to paint with the Mod Podge. I won't do that.
Well, you could.
But I'm not.
Okay. So I'm painting a whole bunch of pink hearts, and Cindy's going to paint a whole bunch of red hearts, and then afterward we're going to switch. I'm going to take some of hers, and she's going to take some of mine. But the thing is with paint, I like to put it on my paper, or I like to put it in a little container, because I often find that, especially with kids and you're crafting, they use, I have a granddaughter who's 5, so she needs like this whole cup full of paint to paint, and it's like, no. So I've tried to show her that you need just a little dot to paint, and then if you need a little more, just have a nice little dot, and just add to your little dot. So depending on how dark you want them, or how...
This is very calming. I feel very peaceful right now and very relaxed.
Good.
I think I'm starting to get the whole crafting happiness. Like,
It's pretty awesome.
I can feel it.
Yeah, like it's fun, and it doesn't have to be, you don't have to craft something that's gigantic and something that's, start off small and see what you like to do. Some people really love to make the design for mugs, and I don't know what the science is behind it, but it is true that it matters what kind of mug you drink your coffee out of. It really does. If someone's given it to you for Mother's Day or as a friend or whatever, you know, it reminds them of that person, and it's pretty nice. So just to sit and craft and have a cup of coffee out of a good cup, I think it's a fun thing. And as I get older, I think I need to do more of those things. Oh, look at you, painted them white. Okay,
Yes.
now we need some red ones. So we need red, white, and pink, I think. So do you want to paint a couple of...
No, I just want white and red on mine. I like a very minimalist design.
Oh my goodness. Okay, can I borrow your red brush?
Absolutely.
Fantastic. You're so funny. Okay, I need a little bit of red paint.
But I think I am going to add just a teensy bit of Mod Podge to mine and a little bit of glitter
Okay.
to these, just a dot.
Just to zhuzh them up a bit.
Just to, yeah, just because I want to use up that glitter, really. I'm not going to do all of them, just some of them.
Okay, I'm going to paint a few red hearts here. See, and this is the nice when they stick on that little tacky paper. Oh man.
Oh yeah, I don't know how I've lived my life without this. I'm serious.
I had a few crafters here during Christmas, and yeah, I think they appreciated it too, because it's well, if you actually stick it on, it's nice. All right, so we have a fancy heart. Now, I'm gonna pick which chocolate bar I want in mine. Maybe Coffee Crisp. That's a nice big one. And I'm not going to tie it on yet, but I'm just going to place it so I know how much room I have over here and over here to put my hearts. So, and because I don't like things on my hand, I often put the little pieces on with a tweezer because then glue doesn't get on my hand. And you can use Mod Podge to glue. I have a little bit of Mod Podge left in here.
I would like some of your glitter.
Okay. Ooh, fancy Cindy. Awesome. Okay, so now I have a...
Oh yes,
For
this
you,
is what I was looking for.
if you want. So you could, because these aren't, like, I would not use this Mod Podge for like a porch sign or something like that to glue it on. But for these little ornaments that we're doing, or Christmas ornaments, I would. They're not handled, they're not out in the elements, they're not anything. So just a little Mod Podge will work. So I'm going to just take a red heart and place it where I think might look nice. Oops. And you can be pretty minimal with your glue on these. Oh. as I say that, I have too much glue. Can I have a wipey? Yeah, thanks. I have too much glue. So yeah, you can be pretty minimal with your glue. So put your chocolate bar in the middle, and then you can decide where you might like your hearts to go. So I'm gonna choose, oops, nice little red heart here. And then put a little Mod Podge on there. And I like to use toothpicks because it just gives you a little more control, which I'm a big fan of. And I'm going to steal one of Cindy's little hearts here with the pink glitter. Isn't that cute?
So what happens if I squish it down and glue shoots out the bottom?
Okay, then you're going to use this handy dandy, this is a ceramic tool used to clean ceramics, but I love it for woodwork because you can just scrape it off. So you can just scrape that glue off the side. Yeah, and then just use your little napkin and, or well, wipey. Or you can take it all off and wipe underneath. Yeah. But also the Mod Podge will dry clear. So it will dry clear so you don't really have to worry, but you know, we don't have to be perfect, but it is nice. If it's done well. But we're our own worst critics is what I found. Just a teeny little bit Mod Podge on there.
Do you have another set of tweezers?
You can like those?
I don't, yeah.
So now you can see my little heart here, and it has pink hearts over the top, and I mean, it doesn't have to be a chocolate bar that you put in the middle. I have seen Christmas ornaments that are made like this, and then they'll just roll up like some money or whatever, and they'll put it in the middle, and it's a nice little something, or it can be I don't know, a little tube, or you know, anything that kind of fits in here. It doesn't have to be a chocolate bar, but these are pretty cute for like your child's teacher or classmates or whatever, something like that. Now, let me see, I think this too is going to be some nice, this is a silver. I've got blue, green, I don't have any red, Cindy. This is as close as you get, my dear. Silver.
Okay, I'll make it work.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to thread it in just to see how much I need. And you can see it kind of goes through the two little slots that we have there. And take a scissor, cut it a little longer. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to tie my little chocolate bar on there.
Scissors.
Sort of. There you go.
Thank you.
And then tie your little chocolate bar on your little heart. I think I have to make mine a little tighter so it doesn't fall out. You can also buy these really cute, I think they're called dots for scrapbooking. And so you can just place one of those dots. They're kind of like double-sided tape, except they're not as sticky as double-sided tape. And you can just stick them on so your little chocolate bar doesn't fall off, if you want. But I'm tying it tight enough, I think now. There, got my little chocolate bar. Doesn't fall. Doesn't go in there, Sandy. You need your finger?
Nope.
Okay.
I got her. That Kit Kat isn't going anywhere.
It sort of matches, but not really. Maybe next time I'll get white ribbon. Perfect. All right. Ta-da!
Wait, how do I make a pretty bow? I tied this like a shoelace.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, but yours looks, I just need to make this larger, and then I want to trim my ends on a 45-degree angle. Like, she thought I was kidding when I said I don't
No,
have any crafting
perfect.
skills.
It's
Like,
perfect.
literally can't even cut with scissors. Okay. Oh my gosh, this is so cute.
It's pretty cute.
All right, I'm going to come around and give you an extreme close-up because I don't think you're really getting the beauty of this all. So check this out. Oh my gosh, check it.
Here,
I got
you
the
can get
glitters
the
in here.
I like see Kit Kat
Got
would
my
be.
pretty little bow.
I think they're all pretty nice. Like chopped bars. Pretty good.
And here's Laura's. Hers is all right.
It's okay. But I mean, it doesn't need to be perfect for it to be fun. So, I mean, you make a couple of these in a day, you know, or just sitting having coffee, watching, whatever, Another World. I don't know, whatever, soap operas on the afternoon.
Hanging out with your bestie.
Yeah. So there you go. Anyway, that is our tiny little Valentine heart.
And again, this is day one, craft number 1 for me. Keep following us so that you can watch my journey this year, and hopefully by the end of the year, who knows, maybe I'll be teaching a class.
Fantastic. So are we going to keep those like on a shelf here? Like
Yeah, I
1,
think
2,
we
3?
should. I think we'll make a shadow box and we'll just document my journey.
Awesome. Well, I look back at some of the things that I started with when I crafted. And, you know, of course, when you start crafting, and when I got my Cricut, it was like I was cutting vinyl and it was all excited and I made everybody a cup and everybody's like, oh yeah, this is great. But in reality, they really weren't. So you do, if you want to do crafts like to sell or to, you know, to give to people, you have to practice a little bit if you have higher end crafts. But for something like this, that's pretty basic, you don't need to, right? This is an easy beginner craft, and you can absolutely make somebody's day.
Right, that was 30 minutes or less, and actually that just made my day. I have a really fuzzy feeling inside right now. That was kind of fun. You know what it feels like? It feels like kindergarten. That's what it feels like.
Good. Well, I hope you enjoyed your first day crafting journey, and
I did. You were a great teacher.
good. Okay, well, we'll talk to you later. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Okay.
Oh, Lori, I think we're going to do so